Imagine cutting down a tree one day and coming back the next day to see it had regrown itself and all your work reversed. As ridiculous as that may sound, this is just one of the many stories happening around, and today we look at 5 mysterious unexplained natural occurrences in Botswana. Number 1. Tswapong Hills. Mysterious happenings. Tswapong Hills are a mountain range in the central district in Botswana. The hills are believed to have some powerful unexplained forces that cause mysterious things to happen in the area. It is told that in 1948, Tshekedi Khama, leader of the Bangwato tribe, was building a road around the area that would connect a national college, Moeng College, to the town. Different accounts of stories have been told of how construction of this road never went well from the very beginning. One story alleges that during construction, rocks that were moved a previous day to clear way for the road would be found back in their original location the next morning, as if nothing had been done in the area. But all that was nothing to keep the dedicated workers from proceeding, and the biggest occurrence, one that wielded the final blow on the construction of the road, is the most widely told story of how, while driving on the road, Tshekedi's car was jammed in the middle of the road and could only move in reverse. The story goes that even with the help of the local people, he was not able to get his car to proceed on the road, and eventually he gave up. This, it is told, is what finally led to the complete abandonment of the construction of the road. Nobody knows for sure why any of this happened, but the most common explanation is that the hills are a home to ancestral spirits, or Badimu in the local language, and that mysterious events always happen around the area when someone tries to do anything without first seeking permission of the ancestors. It is said that the ancestors were very unhappy with Tshekedi, and that's why they jammed his car in the middle of the road. Ever since that day, no other vehicle has traveled through this road. Number 2. Tsodilo Hills, an invisible village. Now a UNESCO World Heritage Site, the Tsodilo Hills in the northern Botswana also have stories of their own. None of the caves discovered in the hill show evidence of any villages or groups of people living inside the hills, but villagers that have been close to the hills claim that there might be some invisible society that resides inside the hill. At certain times, the villagers have claimed one can hear voices and sounds of a normal society coming from inside the hill, as if these people were just a distance away from the listener. The sounds include instructions being shouted at kids, names being called, cattle noises, people farming, and all the other sounds that one would expect from a normal traditional village in the area. The word Tsodilo actually translates to the rock that whispers. There has been no physical evidence of the invisible village inside the rock, and one can only speculate. Number 3. Matsiam footprints, large 6-toed footprint. Not far from Botswana's capital city towards the north is the village of Rasesa, close to where there is a national monument that has a mystery and story of its own. The place is a slab of sandstone that has a print of an oversized human right foot with 6 toes, surrounded by smaller prints of a variety of animals. While nobody completely understands the meaning of this, one legend says that the first ancestor of the Botswana people, Matsiam, a giant man, emerged from the center of the earth, followed by his people and animals. This is said to have happened a long time ago when the earth was still new and the rocks still wet. This led to Matsiam's footprints and those of the animals being permanently imprinted onto the ancient sandstone. The left footprint can be found approximately 50 kilometers away at the Kobokwe cave and another at Tswapong. Number 4. GABORONE Dam, MERMAID. The dam supply most of Botswana's capital with drinking water. Is rumored to have a mysterious creature or creatures with different descriptions ranging from a blonde woman, half woman, half snake creature, or a mermaid. Drowning incidents have taken place at the dam, with one of the latest being in 2012, where 8 people who were on a boat disappeared mysteriously at the dam, leaving some people to speculate that they were taken by the mermaid living in the dam. Those suggesting so were saying that the mermaid, when in a bad mood, may decide to take and suck blood from any person visiting the dam and then toss their body onto the surface of the dam. Number 5. Lentswe la Baratani, the Rocky Hill of Lovers. Situated about 60 kilometers south of GABORONE is Otse village. This village is famous for a hill known as the Rocky Hill of Lovers. Legend has it that a long time ago in the village were two young lovers whose love for each other was too strong to be separated. When these two young lovers wanted to get married, however, they were denied the right to do so by their parents, and in protest, they climbed the hill, never to be seen again. The village elders sent troops to look for the lovers, but after a long and thorough search, they were never found, and there was no physical evidence of what might have happened to the young lovers. It is believed by some that the lovers committed suicide, giving the hill its name. Since that fateful incident, the hill is considered out of bounds, and the belief held locally is that anyone who goes atop the hill will never return. Another of the many stories about the hill is that sometimes at night, one may see some fire at the top of the hill set by the spirits of the two lovers who are now ancestors who reside there and don't let anyone climb the hill. In the late 1970s, a certain chief's cousin is said to have climbed the hill and was never seen again. The thing about the world is that science and human beings as they are were never meant to understand some things.